Hello, I'm Mrs. Jane Prescott, Headmistress of Portsmouth High School. Welcome to PHS and this induction into our school. Various members of staff will introduce themselves. If there is anyone that you would like to speak to individually, please contact our admissions registrar, Mrs. Charlotte Thompson, for her to arrange. If you have any general questions following this briefing, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me. I have an open door to the girls and their parents. And if you have something troubling you, then it's never too small. So please do contact at any time, not just now, but during your daughter's career. I'm sorry that we're not able to meet today in person, but I hope to see you very soon.
Hello, my name's Heather Trim and I'm the Deputy Head at Portsmouth High School. My role is to work with the pastoral team to ensure your daughter's well-being. I also work very closely with the Deputy Head Academic to ensure that pastorally and academically she's well supported. The teenage years are a really interesting journey. And there are two messages I think I have at this early stage. One is for your daughter to take every opportunity that comes her way. And secondly is for us to work together so that if there are any setbacks during that journey, we can turn them into positives for her. We're a size school, as Mrs. Prescott always explains, where we are large enough for plenty of opportunities, but small enough that we know every single girl and her strengths, and we genuinely work with you on developing those. The other thing that I briefly wanted to mention is school uniform. School uniform is purchased online from School Blazer, although we do have the PSA second-hand sale with regular sales throughout the year, and stocks are held at our prep school called Dovercourt. Really looking forward to working with you and your daughter over the coming years. Thank you.
I'm Tanya Coleman, the Director of Finance and Operations. Under my remit is catering, and this is managed by Mrs. Lorna Bateman. In your welcome packs there's information about our cashless catering system, and we ask that you upload a credit to your daughter's account by the 1st of September. This will enable her to buy morning break, should she wish to do so. Alternatively, she may bring break in from home. We have a menu that's changed weekly and is on a 3-weekly cycle. Mrs. Bateman is keen that we cater for your daughter's allergens or intolerances, so please do let us know. If your daughter chooses something at lunch that she doesn't like, she can have an alternative option, or she can ask for a tasting. We meet termly with the pupils at the Pupil Food Forum. Notes are taken of these meetings and passed to the form tutor for discussion with the class and put on the form notice board. We always look forward to hearing from parents, and you're more than welcome to join us for lunch just to see what our offering is. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my name is Sammy Davis and I'm Head of Year 7. As has already been mentioned, the girls' well-being is incredibly important to us, and here at Portsmouth High School we pride ourselves on our pastoral care. Form groups are relatively small and friendly, with each form having a deputy as well as a lead tutor. Every Year 7 girl will have a Year 11 mentor, whom they will meet in September and get to know well. The idea here is that there is an older girl, but still in school uniform, that your daughter will see around the school site and can approach if they have a concern about any aspect of school life. We have a highly experienced team of people here to support your daughters, and they will have many people that they can talk to. Mrs. Dale is our welfare officer, and she is approachable and available to your daughter and is her first port of call if ever she is feeling unwell whilst at school. Mrs. Dale is well practiced at helping our Year 7s through any initial wobbles, and she's understanding whilst also encouraging the girls to develop their resilience. Communication between school and home is key, and it would be Mrs. Dale who telephones you if ever your daughter needs to go home early through illness. One other way that we keep communications open is through the school homework planner, which each girl receives on the first day of term in September. Your daughter will write down her homework and hopefully when it is due, and any other messages and reminders. We do ask parents to read them and sign them weekly, and your tutors will check these on a Monday morning in form time. You will also receive a homework timetable so that you can see what to expect when, and between us, we will get the girls organised. The planners can also be used for brief messages home regarding homework. For example, if a piece has not been completed, then please do feel free to write half an hour spent on history, for example, and then with your signature, that will be fine. It is, of course, completely normal for there to be nerves and excitement whenever preparing for something new. I remember when my own daughter was embarking on senior school and she described herself as being nervous-sighted, and I think that sums up Year 6 to Year 7 transition well. It is my hope that getting to know you activities in September will result in there being far more excitement than nerves. The girls will mix into different groups and will come home knowing each other far better. But I'm now going to hand over to Lara, Biba, Megan and Lizzie, who made the transition to Year 7 last September, and who will be far better placed to tell you about what to expect on the first day.
I live in Howell, so my journey is a reasonable length of about 50 to 60 minutes. To start with, I was really worried about taking the train as it was a long journey and I thought I might have to take it on my own. On my first day, Mrs Davis found me a couple of Year 10 pupils, Hannah and Alice, to walk me to and from the station. They were really friendly and were happy to walk with me as they got the same train but got off a few stops earlier. One day my train was delayed and I was really worried that I was going to be late to school. But I phoned the school office and they were very understanding and told me not to worry. So when I got to school, I went to the school office and I signed in and went straight to my next lesson. Southern rail strikes meant that my train terminated at Fratton for 3 weeks, which meant I had to learn a longer, more complicated route to school. But I am now honestly completely confident, and your daughter will be too. If your daughter is going to take public transport, there will almost always be another PHS girl to accompany her, and the school is very good at getting your routine sorted.
Hello, I'm Megan, and when I was in Year 6 I was worried about a lot of things to do with my transition to senior school. But then I met my mentor Lily May, who listened to my concerns, reassured me and told me it was perfectly natural to feel this way. As a result, I felt less anxious and much more excited at the prospect of joining Portsmouth High School. Her calm and welcoming personality allowed me to feel much more settled. As she was so friendly, I found her approachable and enjoyed our weekly conversations. On my first day, Lily May gave me a tour of the school to make sure that I was familiar with every classroom and corridor. It was extremely useful to be toured around the school by someone who had experienced what I was going through and had witnessed what the school had to offer for me. Even now, many months later, she still says hello to me around the school, and I am positive that your daughter will receive the same experience, as every girl at Portsmouth High School is kind and considerate.
Hi, I'm Lara, and I'm going to share with you my first day at PHS. My first day at PHS started as soon as I stepped up onto the minibus, and although I was still nervous for the day ahead, I was instantly relaxed by the friendliness of the people around me. On the bus, I met a friend who happened to live in the same village as me that I had previously met in a welcome afternoon. This was the only person that I knew. Once I had arrived at PHS, I was greeted by Mrs Davis and Mrs Trim, then my mentor, who showed me to my form room and assured me not to be nervous. Despite this, I can remember feeling so nervous. I was taking the smallest steps I could to be the slowest, but all my doubts vanished as soon as I stepped into the warm, joyful form room. I was only halfway in when I had already started a conversation with a person that is now one of my best friends. Later, after we had been acquainted with our lockers, we had an assembly in which Mrs Prescott shared her experiences of her first day at secondary school. And then Mrs Davis, our head of year, told us to be brave, but most importantly kind. Some words that have guided me throughout my journey through Year 7. That that day we also got introductions to the cafeteria and the minibus services. At the end of the day I realised there was nothing to worry about, and I could not wait for the next morning. Looking back at it, I had a brilliant first day, and I'm positive your daughter will too.
One of the best things about PHS is all of the clubs that you can do, and as soon as I joined Year 7 last year, I decided to take advantage of the co-curricular activities straight away. I joined the Knitting Club, DT Club, and on a Thursday I do Cupcake Decorating Club, which is great fun. As well as this, I have played in netball and hockey clubs, which is a fun way of keeping fit and active with your classmates. The really great thing about clubs is that they allow you to meet new people across all year groups, and it's lovely to feel like you are part of the PHS community straight away. I love singing and acting, so I auditioned to be in the school musical Sister Act. I spent time rehearsing with girls all the way up to Year 13 and made some great new friends. We started rehearsals at the beginning of the autumn term and have made some great memories along the way. As part of the Year 7 choir, I have performed at the Christmas fair, gala concert at the cathedral, and also in the carol singing that we did at QA Hospital. There are so many clubs to choose from, and I am sure your daughter will keep busy and make lots of new friends.
Hi, my name's Lisa Dale. I'm the school's welfare officer. My role is to look after your daughters if they're poorly or if they've hurt themselves. I'm also here if they need to talk to me regarding any problems or worries that they may have. If you have any concerns regarding your daughter's health or well-being, then please feel free to give me a call, and I look forward to meeting your daughters in the hopefully not too distant future.
Hello, my name's Jo Lennon-Bell. I'm Head of Learning Support at Portsmouth High School, and my job is to support your daughter's learning throughout their time at the school. When your daughters come in September, we will organise assessments or screening for the whole year group to look at their strengths and their weaknesses, and then we can offer support accordingly. If I think there is an element of your daughter's learning profile that does need an element of support, then I will make contact with you and arrange for you to come into school to talk about the different options that are available. Please don't worry if I do get in touch. Really, a lot of these things we can do in Year 7 to support how they approach things in class and how they approach their own learning and make them more independent learners. But if you know that your daughter has a pre-existing learning difficulty or a concern that you have about your daughter's learning, do feel free to contact me in the meantime to discuss what we can provide starting in September. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Charlotte and I'm this year's head girl. I joined the school in Year 7 not knowing anybody, but within weeks I'd already made lots of friends that I'd carry with me until sixth form. I've always looked up to the head girl team, and I'm glad that now I'm a part of it, I get a chance to give something back to the school. As well as this, the head girl team gets to contribute to the local community by supporting a charity each year. This year we've chosen to support the Elizabeth Foundation, which helps children with hearing loss. Despite lockdown, we've encouraged the school to start fundraising by doing things such as a quarter marathon and the Portsmouth Monopoly Run. We're looking forward to the charity week in November, where we get to raise money through a fashion show and through lunchtime events. I've always had lots of fun fundraising at Portsmouth High School and can't wait to get stuck in this year.
Hello, I'm Ruby, and this year I'm the Deputy Head Girl for Marketing. I joined PHS in nursery, but I remember my transition to senior school very vividly. Transition days were a great way for us to become accustomed to the senior school. I found them especially helpful because we were shown around by the current Year 7s who could tell us what the school was genuinely like. It also meant that we were free to ask questions comfortably to people our own age. But what I remember so well was the co-curricular activities that I got involved in at lunchtime and after school. I joined in with sports like netball, hockey and rounders, as well as enjoyed DT and ceramics. Some of the clubs on offer, like the creative ones, were run in year groups, so it was a great way for me to get to know people who share the same interests as me. Other sports clubs like hockey and netball were split into a junior group of Year 7 to 9 and a senior group of Year 10 to 13, meaning I was able to mix with other year groups in a way that increased my confidence. Other clubs that were on offer included other sports like trampolining, cheerleading and badminton, as well as endless others ranging from cupcake club to jazz band. Looking back at my time in Year 7, I realised that I thoroughly enjoyed my first year of senior school. As much as it was a bit nerve-wracking moving up to senior school, Year 7 was all about having fun and creating friendships that lasted all the way to sixth form.
Hello, my name is Radley and I'm Deputy Head Girl for Pupil Voice, which means I chair the school council meetings where pupils have the opportunity to put forward their views on food, the school environment and well-being. I joined the school in nursery, and while I cannot remember much about this, I remember joining Year 7 like it was yesterday. I loved Overcourt, but I remember meeting my mentor made me so excited about coming to the senior school. Having a mentor was amazing. She showed me round and always made sure I felt comfortable with my days. It was so nice to have an older girl to talk to about her experiences, and it definitely made me less nervous about coming to the senior school. It is also so easy to make friends at Portsmouth High School, and I loved pizza and movie nights where I became much closer to everyone. The teachers are all so approachable and will always give help and advice when it's needed. Year 7 was such a fun and amazing start to my journey in the senior school, and when I look back to all my worries, I realised just how unnecessary they were.
Hello, I'm Georgie and I'm the Deputy Head Girl for Charities this year. I joined PHS in Year 9, and even though all the girls in my year already knew each other, which was quite scary, the school made the transition really enjoyable and easy. There are many events and activities that new pupils are encouraged to get involved in to help them find their place in the school community, as well as making friends in their year and throughout the whole school. Whether it's in Charity Week, taking part in a bush tucker trial in a mixed year team, or joining one of the many school clubs that we have to offer, like orchestra and cricket, there are many ways to help your daughter feel settled in the PHS community, as well as having some fun new experiences. I can honestly say that I thoroughly enjoyed my first year at PHS, and I have made friendships that have lasted me into the sixth form and into the foreseeable future.
Hello, I'm Julie Riggard. Welcome to Portsmouth High School and to the Parent and Staff Association, the PSA. The PSA is run by parents and staff who meet from time to time to organise fundraising events, primarily for the benefit of the pupils. Activities include a quiz night, a pizza and movie night, and the Christmas fair. Past profits have helped fund large projects such as a climbing wall and outdoor reading room, and smaller items such as drums, tennis nets, and portable microphones. In addition, the PSA hold a second-hand uniform sale about once a term to ease some of the costs of the newly needed or lost uniform. And we also encourage you to sign up to the Giving Machine, through which you can raise donations for the PSA whilst online shopping at no extra cost to you. More on all of these can be found in our PSA leaflet. Finally, we would like to invite you to our next meeting on Thursday the 3rd of September at 6 p.m, which is also our annual general meeting. Come along if you can, and if you have any queries, please don't hesitate to contact us, psa@por.gdst.net. We look forward to meeting you.
Hello and welcome. My name is Graham Oliver and I'm Head of Enrichment, and I look after all the clubs and activities at Portsmouth High School. Our activity programme is extremely varied, and we adapt it to the seasons and new trends. Activities include sailing, horse riding, trampoline, aerial silks and badminton, as well as student-run clubs such as TikTok and the Eco Cup. In Years 7 and 8, we encourage the girls to participate in at least 3 clubs during, before and after the school day. However, many of our girls choose more, averaging around 5 activities. At the end of this term, we'll be sent an extensive clubs booklet, highlighting what is on offer next term. Most clubs are free, although some of the specialist clubs do incur a charge. You will be able to book these online using your MyEvolve account from the first day of term. You'll be able to use your account to see all the activities that are on offer and the trips that are available. I would encourage you to review this offering with your daughters, so at the start of term they can come filled with enthusiasm to try something new, or to carry on with existing hobbies. We also run a co-curricular fair at the start of term, which your daughters will be able to attend. At the fair, they'll be able to see what is on offer and formally enrol in their chosen activities that are free. I'm always impressed with the grit and enthusiasm that our girls embrace our programme. Testament to this is the fact that so many of the students take part in competitions in their chosen hobbies, such as trampoline, football, cheerleading, science, debating, chess, and sailing, to name a few. This ever-changing programme is what our school and activity offering is all about. I'm really looking forward to working with you and your daughter starting her co-curricular journey at Portsmouth High School.
Good afternoon. My name is Joan Arthurs and I am the head of the Faculty of Languages and Classics. I would like to draw your attention to a 5-day trip we will be running at the end of June 2021 for years 6 and 7. We will be taking the girls to Château de la Badonnière in Normandy, a language immersion school. The girls will spend their days doing activities in the chateau, for example archery, bread making and the famous assault course, with all activities being conducted in French. Having run trips for a number of years, I realised that shopping has to be included, so we will spend a day out visiting Le Mont Saint-Michel as well as a French market and hypermarket. The full details of the trip are outlined in a letter in your welcome pack. Unfortunately, the trip did not run this year for obvious reasons, so I hope that the Year 6 girls from Dover Court who missed out will sign up again, as it is truly a fabulous linguistic and cultural trip and a fantastic way to end the academic year.
Hello, my name is George Tinsley and I'm Director of Music at this amazing school. And it's a real pleasure to talk to you today about my favourite subject, which is music at Portsmouth High School. One of the best things about being a member of the music department at Portsmouth High School is we get exclusive use of the school's TTD, which is this time travel device. And I'm going to use that today to show you some of the things that we get up to in the music department. Through the miracle of time travel, I can share with you one of your daughter's future thoughts about the school and the music department. So, what I'm going to do is to put on the TTD, and next stop, September 2020. Whoops, I had the thing in reverse. Let me just do it the other way and we'll go forward. Sorry. Oh, that's better. We've arrived in the future, not too far, in September 2020. And what I'm going to do is to share with you the diary entries of one of the girls in the school. Now, to protect everyone's identity, I've given everyone a pseudonym, so we won't be using their real names. So this is little Tsatsiki's diary. Dear Diary, I had my first music lesson today. It was awesome. We got to sing and play instruments and listen to cool music. I had so much fun. I wish I could have more than 1 hour of timetabled music a week. September 9th, 2020. Dear Diary, we had Year 7 choir today, the whole group singing at once. Gosh, we sounded good, and we sang in harmony after only a few minutes. Our teachers told us about a trip to Barcelona that's happening in July. I want to go on that trip so bad. I sat next to a weird girl named Arrabbiata. September 12th, 2020. Dear Diary, I got put in a group with my new best friend, Arrabbiata. Guess what? She plays the saxophone. Did you know that over 130 pupils in this school take instrumental or voice lessons, and most of them earn merits and distinctions on their grade exams? Arrabbiata says her lessons are really fun, even when she had to have remote lessons during lockdown times. October 15th, 2020. Dear Diary, I heard one of the school's concerts today after school. It was amazing. A girl from our tutor group played the piano. Her name is Tiramisu. She was so good. I'm going to ask if I can start taking lessons on an instrument too. October 17th, 2020. Dear Diary, I had my first violin lesson today. I sound like a duck. December 4th, 2020. Dear Diary, The Year 7 choir got to dress up like elves and sing carols at the hospital to raise money for charity. Everyone was so nice. They clapped and gave us mince pies. I never tasted a mince pie before. It was scrummy. I asked if I could have another one, and then another one, and now my stomach hurts. We get to sing again at the Christmas fair this weekend and at the carol service on Friday. I've never been so busy. Oh, and I learned how to play Jingle Bells on my violin. Yay me! February 9th, 2021. Dear Diary, I am so excited I just had to write this before I go to sleep. Tonight's gala concert was so exciting. We got to perform a new piece that was written specially for the school. The composer, Toby, was there, and he thanked all 175 people of us who performed. My teacher said she was so proud of me for playing the violin in the orchestra after only 4 months of lessons. I'm so excited. I'm going to send a text message and a chat to Arrabbiata and Tiramisu. 24th of March 2021. Dear Diary, I took my grade 1 violin exam today. I was nervous, but the alligator was really nice. I think she means adjudicator. And I passed with merit. 7th July 2021. Dear Diary, me and Arrabbiata and Tiramisu played in the house music competition. The girl who plays drums, Enchilada, she joined us too, even though she's in a different house. We all learned house points and we got into the finals. So exciting! July 16th, 2021. Dear Diary, I just got back from the Barcelona trip. It was so much fun. We got to perform 3 concerts all around Spain. We ate churros, which are even better than mince pies, and we saw a flamenco show. The whole trip was really exciting and the perfect way to end Year 7. I can't wait till Year 8 starts soon. Well, as you can see from little Tatsiki's diaries, music at Portsmouth High School is great fun and a perfect way to develop musical skills and to make new friends along the way. If you'd like to sign your daughter up for music lessons or even the Barcelona trip, the forms for both are in your information pack that you've been given. If you'd like to discuss any aspect about the school's musical life, please do feel free to contact me on this email address and I'll get right back to you. Now it's time for me to go back in time because I'm a bit hungry and I know that in June 2020 I had a cake in the oven. So until next time, goodbye!